You enter the transfer portal, you come from Pepperdine. So the easy question in all this is, why Ole Miss?
Ole Miss was not something that I expected in my college journey at all. Pepperdine was exactly what I was looking for my first 4 years. And then luckily because of COVID, I had that extra year and I've always wanted to play professional volleyball. That was on my radar, and for my 5th year, I needed to find somewhere that was going to get me ready to play at that international level and also play at a high level all the time. So now we're talking SEC, and we're talking coaches that watch international film and have been overseas, and that's what they base all of their coaching and teaching off of. I mean, between those two things and the culture that they're trying to build here, I love the challenge of trying to bring up a program, and I think that they had a great vision and the ability to do it. So I was really excited when they asked me to be a part of it.
You know, I find it interesting because in your career at Pepperdine, you go to the NCAA tournament all 4 years. Ole Miss has only been to the NCAA tournament 4 times in the entire program's history. What did you learn from your experience at Pepperdine that you could bring here to Ole Miss, you know, that postseason experience and what it's like to get there, how hard it is to get there?
I think a cool thing about Pepperdine was also, like, before I got there, it wasn't a normal thing to go every single year also. So I kind of went into a program where my freshman year, when we were ranked top 25, it was a really big deal. You know, it was a really cool thing. And then as we kind of went on through my 4 years, it was like, no, like, we are supposed to be here. We're supposed to be ranked top 25, and we're supposed to make the tournament every year. I would say that I do know a lot about that just because I helped build that there too. And I think that it's really hard to make the tournament, let alone get past the first round. You know, everyone always talks about, like, making it to the tournament, but, like, even just getting past the first round, I think, is harder than making it. It's pretty cool to come into a team that a couple of them made it their sophomore years, but haven't been back since. So they're definitely hungry for it, and I see it in the gym every day. So I think we got a good shot.
So enough about volleyball. Let's get to your family. You have a massive family. You're one of 8, right? And I find it funny too because all of you play volleyball, even your parents.
I was gonna say, you can't really talk about my family without talking about volleyball.
I also think about you all playing in the backyard together and how angry some of you must have gotten at each other growing up. Was there ever a time where you all did get so heated that maybe just didn't talk for a week? Or, I mean, those sibling rivalries had to be there, right?
Totally. I mean, I learned how to compete from my older brothers. I can remember even when I was like 3 or 4 years old, like, playing board games with them. There was no letting us win because we were little. I remember my mom saying to my older brother, like, Ryan, like, she's crying. She just lost Candyland. And he's like, I don't care. Like, I want to win. And he's much older than me, but I mean, that's where I learned how to compete. There was never a time where there was, like, heated feelings afterwards. I think that was a cool thing. Like, most of my oldest brothers were boys, so they kind of just, like, let it go. I learned how to forget about it easily. So that was a pro. Yeah, I definitely learned how to compete from them.
From a volleyball standpoint, which sibling do you think you looked up to and modeled your game after?
I would say that my oldest brother was probably the most influential in my game. When he moved back to Colorado, where I grew up, when I was 14, he was my first club coach. He coached my middle school team when I was in 8th grade. And I kind of told him how good I wanted to be because he had just gotten done competing on the national team and playing upwards of 5, I think it was like somewhere around like 8 years of professional volleyball overseas. So he won 2 national championships. Like, he had done the thing. I told him I thought he would be a good person to tell, like, I want to be just like you. And he really took that to heart, and he did everything that he could to help me go into the gym on the weekends and build private lessons and workouts for me. I mean, he dropped everything to help me become the player that I am, and I definitely would not be here today without him. He's guided me through my whole college career also, and just been an ear to talk to or someone to help me out. So definitely my brother Ryan.